Hello, beautiful beings. This is Gypsy Jess with an 11/11 portal reading. I apologize for the move here. That was just a little crooked and bothering me. Full disclosure, I'm in the midst of a bit of a travel and move. So I am going to be reading from a new place here shortly. And until I get my full space kind of set up to do readings, the scenery will change a little bit. So just know that. But very exciting here, shifts in life. If you are a veteran coming across this on today or any other day, happy Veterans Day, my brothers and sisters. And for all of you with families or have it in your family, thank you so much for your family service. And, you know, sometimes in the spiritual world, people will give you a hard time, like, you know, you can't believe in certain things and serve. But I'm of the opinion that if you do, the stronger your beliefs are in terms of duty and what is right, you have that much more of a responsibility to put yourself in a position to influence for the better. So, uniform service does not make you evil, right? It makes you that much more of a warrior to serve on multiple levels and, you know, make very hard choices every day. So, I digress. Coming back to our reading today. So, 11/11 portal, collective energy. So when I say collective, that is, I'll say my collective. So all of the people drawn to this reading through, you know, all time and space, whenever they see it, just for that is the collective for which I read. Okay, so multiple messages, multiple energies can come out. Just keep that in mind. So. All right, we are going to go ahead and get in for an 11/11 energy reading. Good time for manifestations and letting go. We had a really powerful blood full moon the other night, which I pulled out. If you look at the reading, I pulled out a very big white candle that was sitting in the background, and that was actually the candle from my mother's funeral flowers. And the little white angel that sits on the table is from my mother as well. She passed in January of this year. And, you know, I had called upon her leading up to the reading. And then the next day, my brother got a hold of me. He's also a very, very sensitive being. You know, my mother had particular gifts, and sometimes that was the weight of the world on her shoulders. But my brother talked to me a couple days later and said that Mom came to him in a dream and said that she can rest now and everything is going to be okay moving forward. There were some pretty big conflicts in our family, some very difficult circumstances around her passing. And, you know, and right before I got that message, I had been outside on the patio, and there's a good amount of wind coming in, and there's a chime that was given to me after her passing, a wind chime that I have out there, and on it, it says, you know, whenever you hear me ring, I'm near. And it was, you know, kind of tip-tapping around with the weather that day, but I gave it a good grab and swing, and I hit it, and then immediately the wind picked up, you know, and in that moment I felt like it was her answering. And then to get that message from my brother later on was very powerfully cathartic experience, and understanding that, you know, we are all energy, and energy can either be destroyed, you know, I want to say creative, but it can be created. It's just, it's pulling from already existing things. It cannot be destroyed. It just takes on a different form. So, knowing that my mom could find rest and is watching over us is a pretty awesome experience to have right around this particular portal. So with that note, perhaps we have some loved ones coming through. Oh, an upcoming chime. Some ancestors coming through wanting to impart some messages on us. So just keep that in mind that, you know, if you're drawn to this channel, if you're drawn to these readings, I attract, you know, high vibing, high strength, mission-oriented people, and whether you know exactly what that mission is or not is irrelevant. Just know that you are powerfully protected, respected, and blessed. Right? You are worthy. You are loved. And you've armies of angels that are working for your good and the good of those around you. Alright, Spirit, on this 1111 portal, what is the message that needs to come through? What is the message of our ancestors, our mothers, our fathers, our lines? Where is this next chapter in this new world taking us? As I shuffle, allow any songs, names, numbers, that was too big of a chunk to take, to come through. Animals, signs and symbols that will allow you to align with pieces or all of the messages here. Great Spirit. I know you have a lot. You just tried to give me a whole chunk, so what do we need to know right now? Nope, it flipped out and caught in the deck. The Fool. A new beginning. Taking a leap of faith. Dancer. I'm getting a dancer. You may love dancing. I see someone spinning around in a room or dancing alone in a room. I see someone who's wise and just enchanted by all of the forces of the universe. That there's magic written into the stars. Lifetimes of skills that you're being called to use. 0. See, he's the start, he's the fool, he's the trickster. It's the beginning of a new journey, the hero's journey, the heroine's journey. You know, I don't know why it's never stuck out to me before, but this particular one, it's got a bit of a heavy-duty belt and a little pouch there. For whatever reason, I just imagine like a pouch full of magic powder. The tube belt, a utility. You know, despite this enigmatic field of fancy wardrobe here, there's still like a carpenter air about this belt. Someone who can create from nothing, from the dust and sand of the universe. Upside down. So, you know, I just imagine the Fool from Hunchback of Notre Dame, Disney movie, and it's where they introduced Topsy-Turvy Day, the day where, you know, the whole royal decree rule of things, you know, flips over. So the layman is the king, ugly is beautiful. You know, you're allowed debauchery and fun and all the manner of breaking the rules, Topsy-Turvy Day. And I just feel like that's what's happening. That's the message that's coming through. Is it's a new start, a new world, And everything is not as it seems. Yeah. Everything is not as it seems. The devil himself, king of illusion, and of the 3D world, right? So, work, pleasure, play, obviously indulgences, food, drugs, alcohol, things of that manner. But it's also pleasure, you know. Both of them are sacred, the leap of faith, and sometimes that's into the dark, the flame, passion, obsession with life. Topsy-turvy. Where bad is good and good is bad. I'm definitely getting called on a message of, you know, things are not what they seem, you know, in terms of illusion. This is a good thing. So if it seems like things are going poorly, that's not the case. Everything's working in your favor. If it seems like things are going really, really well, you know, just be mindful. Be mindful to not be too arrogant in your false control of the universe and the world. 2 of Wands. So it may seem like a new start, a new journey is actually blocked right now, but this is illusion. This is illusion. In the 3D, it may seem like it's not quite moving, but it is. It's moving up in the ethers. This is there's spirit is working right now. Spirit is working for you right now. And I am getting a call to indulge and play. You know, the devil is not always bad in that way. And with this foolish air, you know, we could choose to read this one of 2 ways. Someone who's being foolish, indulging too much in the 3D in the world, and that's blocking them from a spiritual path or moving forward. But with the Fool being the primary card here, it's not what I get. It's not what I get at all. I get a little bit more here, but yeah. I get a trip into the dark is just what's needed. 5 of Swords in reverse. So 2 of Wands, 5 of Swords, a journey. Blocked by any means possible, a bittersweet, something being blocked, but it's not being blocked. Someone's coming out of this energy, coming out of this stalemate energy, and it's turning darkness into light. It's not what it seems. Yeah. He's up in the air, up in the sky here, and this is, you know, underworld essentially. So as high as you can get up in the universe, top of the mountain, and then low the valley. But that together, that rising of heat into the air, of water, that's what creates rainbows. And, you've got all the little hardworking bees in here. Someone working hard to not work hard. This is enjoying fruits of the labor here. And that this could very well be someone who, I'm getting an energy, I'm speaking to someone who has worked very, very hard and sacrificed, and maybe sometimes sacrificed their integrity to move forward in a perceived journey, right? But this particular gate, the divine buck there, divine masculine, a lot of divine masculine being shown here. Journey was being blocked because of it. And I feel like someone's coming out of that now. Working too hard rather than taking the leap of faith and then receiving. You know, I'm getting a very like Mary Martha vibe. And you got two women here, and the Bible goes in the stories. When Jesus was with them, you know, Mary chose not to work and give him his full attention. Of course, I'm taking liberties with the story in the Bible here, but you know, she showed him love. She cared with him. She spoke with him, spent time with him. And then there's Martha, who, you know, continued to do her chores and cook and clean and do this stuff, and then made herself the martyr, you know, complained, you know, I've been doing all these things, and Mary is just, you know, talking to you and enjoying, and, you know, and she's bad for it. And Jesus said, you know, she's not, though, because she's pursuing her spiritual knowledge, her spiritual self. She was indulging in spirit. So indulging in spirit actually makes her better, per se, because she was with the higher things in life. She's making herself a martyr to this hard work. You know, she was offering herself to the table that could provide the harvest, the feast of success, the fruits of all of her hard work, and the spirit, the gifts of spirit that have already been laid out for her. All the abundance there. So don't be a Martha, right? Don't make yourself a martyr when you're not willing to receive as it is. You know, taking a leap of faith, and, you know, enjoying the fruits, the pleasures of your labor, not just being obsessed by work or money or whatever that might be, or drowning yourself in that stuff as to not, you know, connect to spirit, play. So really getting a call to play here. Like I said before, you know, rather than working to do stuff and get what you need by any means possible, a call to actually enjoy life. You know, drink, yeah, party. What's I want to watch my language here. So I was gonna say, you know, make love, or anything else you so choose. Have a glass of wine, go to the party, the holiday party, and enjoy yourself, or kick your feet up and spend time outside in nature with your animals, and just enjoy yourself, and take a leap of faith that everything's going to work out in your favor. You don't have to work so hard, right? You can only do so much. The rainbow's there. Over the rainbow, skies are blue. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Someone has been wishing and praying, but just unable to take the leap. You gotta learn to be free. You gotta learn to be free from your chains. Learn to be free from work and obsessive thoughts and addictions. Learn to be happy. Lovers in reverse. Gemini, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Queen of Cups, yeah, and the Lovers. Oh, more Pisces. So I definitely feel like I'm speaking to someone who needs to indulge in love and passion and their emotions. At the center of all this is complete emotional fulfillment. And with the Queen of Cups here and the Lovers, this is incredibly passionate energy. very, very sexual, very, very loving. See how she opens to him there. Depth of water. And that could very well be, you know, this passion, this devil up here. It's, you know, someone feeling separate from this aspect of themselves or another. Being called to play in that passion, you know. So we'll see what's blocking this energy here, because I'm not getting emotionally manipulative by any means, or like a negative love situation. I'm getting someone who's like literally blocking their own blessings and is being called to passion and love and sex. Justice fell off there. Bringing everything into balance here, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I definitely get an aspect of this physical, like a physical separation. And that can very well be, you know, part of this blockage over here, this journey. So, but this is all going to come into balance. This is all going to ground. Yin and yang, see there? Divine balance. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. And the journey begins. So, definitely a pairing on the table here. And I feel if there is a very, very passionate masculine, and this could be a feminine in their masculine energy here, but there is a new journey, a new ship coming in, and I'm getting this fiery, passionate, masculine, very sexy energy there. The Lovers and the Queen of Cups, like, there it is, like fire and water. That's what makes the rainbow. That's what makes the rainbow. What an incredibly passionate, beautiful relationship. Lovers, this is a passionate, beautiful, equal relationship. And if it's not here yet, it's coming, and it's coming quickly. It's coming, if you know what I mean. And it is gold. It is beautiful and gold. So just, you know, heed that, my darlings, because I get a very hot and sexy vibe coming in here, which is perfect, because that means I'm gonna pull out my new the sexual tarot. What is it? The Art of Sex Tarot? Yeah, my new deck here. So we've got someone who is, I feel we're in physical separation. So if this person that I'm reading on is not in your energy, they are coming, and I get that both of you are thinking about each other the same, passionately, obsessively. And this is going to be when you guys come together, when you guys actually meet. And you may not know exactly when this is at. Look at the moon there behind her. Appropriate with the blood moon that we just had. It was a huge trigger, a huge activation for grounding twin flames that happened on the blood moon. And now here we are on the 1111 portal, and these passionate love stories are going to start to ground in the 3D, in the world. You know, we've got angels and ancestors working for us. As that new journey, you know, that's to create something new in this world and to be lights for others. Some extended Kipper fortune telling here. It's not the same deck. It's his new Gilded Reverie expanded edition. I love them. I'm obsessed with them. Tell me more about this passionate. Whoa! Woo! Passionate indeed. Chaos. I'm gonna keep that bottom one, 7, Spirit, the snake of transformation, you know, biting of the apple. And it, you know, this can mean, yes, of course, this can mean a trickster, right? Especially this one is quite an aggressive one, Queen of Spades. So there may be someone in this couple's energy trying to, a snake in the midst, if you will, trying to cause conflict, or that will try to cause conflict. But this is the 7 here is a Spirit. And don't be afraid, because this also speaks to Kundalini awakening, right? Something that looks aggressive and that looks intense, right? It's actually protecting the fruit of knowledge here, right? So indulging in love and emotion and physical intimacy with someone that you're passionate about, it's like it's gonna send venom through your veins. There's a Queen of Spades though here, so this can be, right, we got our Queen of Cups, can be a spade, right? That's something that can throw a different energy in. So just be mindful that there very well could be a snake in the mist regarding these lovers. A curveball spirit still has is going to send in perhaps a karmic energy, female karmic energy to throw this off, right? Which could very well be a test from spirit. Maybe this has already happened. One or both of you know, may be aware of. So, or it's a warning. It's a warning that you will be tested by spirit. This love will be tested by spirit, and it could be tested in a very sexy way. I mean, men, you could have women throw themselves at you. That's what happens when you get into a happy relationship, is the universe likes to test you. Women, you could have men throwing themselves at you or bringing in what looks like a good offer, but know that this is also transformation though. And this particular relationship could be a major catalyst for that. But just be mindful of a possible snake in your midst, but know that whatever happens or has happened, right, is part of what you need for transformation. But also remember, right, this can be a sign of the narcissist empath dynamic, friends, lovers, whomever. Sign of transformation, spiritual knowledge, right? So the snake that doesn't shed its skin dies, beautiful, transforms. But also the snakes that shed their skin, right? They're still snakes. So this is a bit of an auspicious sign for me, as I align with them very much, but for different reasons, you know. And so you can take it all the different ways. And as you can see there, it's also looking like the infinity side and the 8, but it breaks up just a little bit. And I do feel this is, you know, possible karmic tests and karmic cycles that may be holding this up just a tiny bit for it to fully come into balance. But I'm also getting, just allow the bite of passion, right? That snake. We are going to use the Art of Sexual Tarot with this, because I'm getting a heavy, sexy vibe off this. Because that passion, that heat, and that water, that's what makes the rainbow. That's what makes fulfilled, you know, full happiness. That's what brings everything into balance here. So, actually, overall, quite beautiful. 1. Oh, I just love this card, and for so many reasons. 1, we have the rainbow here again. So rainbow's huge sign for this reading. If you see rainbows, they may pop up. You may start to see them, but it's just that combination of fire and water, of passion and love. You know, this makes me think of what is that? Anchorman. He's like, "Do me on the or look at that rainbow over there. Do me on it." But also this little horse. So in the other room, one of the very few things I have left from my mother is actually a little stand, a little singing box, and it's a horse on a little carnival horse on a pole like this, and then it moves up and down. So to me, this is also just confirmation to me that, you know, your ancestors are with you, and for me, my mother is with me. that those things are real. Those conversations, those coincidences we have with spirit, they are not coincidences, they are confirmations. So this is again telling me to tell you, 0, 1, we have a progression here, is to ride the wave of passion and magic, and you know, heed the messages from spirit, take that with you, but trust it. I got a 9 of hearts here, which, you know, 6 upside down, lovers. But also these two together, 7 and 1, that's 8, that's the infinity, right? That closes the loop here, closes the cycle. And this might be the, you know, something that both of you need to work on. Any attitudes or relationships to sex. But definitely getting, you know, just the horse and everything. Yeah, it's a controlled horse, but you know, she's still riding it. And this is a beautiful rainbow here, like. And then the side, the 10, J of diamonds. Cut away any, you know, unhealthy people, any snakes in the grass. And spirit is doing this for you right now here with the Justice card. So if you've lost people in your life recently, that was for your protection. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's also doing this consciously right now, who is, you know, maybe it is past lovers or addictions, snakes in the grass, friends, family, whomever, anything that's preventing this 10 of cups here is definitely being cut away. And that's all part of the plan. Sorry, it just helps me control the energies a little bit more when I place them in a certain manner. So more messages from spirit of just, you know, big change and a leap of faith and moving forward, but making sure that, you know, if there's any gaps in this, right, all that stuff's being cut away for a reason. It's part of the harvest, right? That makes me think of another Bible verse. Again, I'm going to quote it, but it's talking about, you know, weeds that had grown in with the harvest. And the servant, whomever is asking the master, the farmer, you know, should we pluck them out? And the farmer says, no. No, the roots of the weeds have intertwined with the harvest. And if we pull them out now, right, it'll pull up the harvest as well. But now when you go to harvest everything, that's when you cut it away and you separate them, right? You pull out all the roots of the weeds, and you collect only what is good, right, at the time of harvest. And I feel like that's one of the messages now. It's a time of harvest, cutting away the weeds as well and pulling up all those nasty seeds and roots, things that are choking out the goodness. But those have to come up together in order for the harvest to survive and to happen. So again, it's just speaking to the things that, you know, you've gone through, any challenges, especially recently, or losses, all of that, that's divine judgment. That's part of the harvesting process. So keep that in mind. Under divine harvest, divine judgment, be mindful of any last tests. 35, your age may be 35, anchor. You're being anchored in a new reality now. 35, 8. Again, infinity cycles. 9, 9, to confirm that. Being anchored. I feel like this love, this Queen of Cups here is being anchored. You know, and maybe before felt like she, you know, was floating in the wind or floating at sea. And now, right, we can flip that queen over and she can take root. It's actually really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Really beautiful. So now, with this anchoring, I'm gonna get a little bit more. Oh, let's try. Oh, get my fortune telling. My goodness, I'm tired. Getting fortune telling. Get a few more energies here, and then I want to pull out that sexual magic tarot, because I do feel a lot of desire here, a lot of passion. I want to see what we need to know about that. But just know that a new beautiful phase is definitely starting. Right? That somewhere at the end of the rainbow is coming soon. It's coming soon. And maybe you've got farming background, like, because, you know, Dorothy was on the farm. This side, this is a very old farming symbol, so, you know, maybe something with farming resonates with you. Let's see, but just get a love that's being anchored to weather any storm. This to me also speaks a lot to just a warning when it comes to fertility and sex. So, you know, I'm getting a lot of passion coming through, harvest seeds, anchoring, fertility. To me, that's just, this also might be something to keep mindful with all the passion on the table as new journey. This could very well lead to a child. For some of you, this is definitely a warning, or maybe not a warning, but letting you know that you are entering a very fertile, physically fertile period. So if that's something that you're looking for, then just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. We have some spirit babies trying to come in. Marriage. Yeah, what did I say? This is being anchored. This is being anchored. This love, this passion. 3, this is also Empress energy. Abundance, Empress, she's very fertile. The mother archetype. I'm telling you, some of you are very fertile right now. And this new journey, could be a proposal, or the person you're supposed to marry, if they're not already here, coming in very, very soon. You know, take what resonates for you. Let me know in the comments. Get 2 more. Marriage, beautiful blossoming. Could be in the spring. Spring also a very fertile time. I'm telling you, I got I'm getting a lot of fertile baby making energy coming through on this one. A lot of sexual energy coming through. We're just flipped over here. Main female. Yeah, someone's obsessively thinking about you. You're the Empress, the main gal there. Despair. 32. Little puppy dog. Sad, not hiring. So you may have one or more people in your energy that, you know, are thinking about this, right? You are maybe speaking to someone, a female, who is on the mind of, you know, a few men even. Definitely one that wants to marry you. So don't feel any despair about this if that's the case, but I just got a feeling of like a love puppy there, like a lost puppy. Yeah, it feels like 2 very different men. One, the one that wants to marry you, and maybe one that missed a shot, the fool. Okay, I'm gonna get. Let's see here. Let's see 2 more. Actually, tell me about this despair. Tell me about this despair. Concern. Right, so we have some concern coming in. 33. It's also 6 lovers. Okay. 333. So we may have a third party involved. So something to keep in mind moving forward, because we've also got the 3 here, and that's a lot of 3s right off the bat. So you may have someone coming back in who gets the feeling, right? You might be moving forward towards this marriage, this fulfillment, this, you know, passionate relationship. And for some of you, this is going to mean people from your past, right, that have missed their shot, messed up, whatever, are going to have messages concerned. They're going to try to, you know, get involved in this. It could be men, could be female, but I'm definitely, with all those threes here, I definitely get a third party. Spirit, give me one more here. It's despair and concern. Family room. 21-3 again. So I'm going to pull some tarot on this, but it feels like this, you know, and this could go back to that snake in the grass too. So, oh, I got false person on the bottom of the deck too. So definitely feel like some of you are definitely going to have your relationship tested whenever things, because I do feel an air of separation here right now. Things are either being tested right now, have been tested, or will be tested by an outside party. And it could be a female, it could be a male, it could be one on either side of this, right? That could be tested. But I also get that this particular gentleman could also have, you know, some skeletons in the closet, something to be brought up that they're really worried about is gonna block this marriage, block this journey going forward. And maybe this was a third party or something that's been left out. I'm gonna draw some more cards on that on a different deck, because now I'm curious. I was getting a lot of really amazing energy coming through, and now I feel like we have some conflict or some worry going on. Ooh, judgment. Okay, this couple, whoever this couple is, definitely under judgment right now. Divine judgment. With judgment and justice coming through. This is all karma, all things working towards a balanced outcome. Like everyone involved in this situation, no matter where they fall, is going to reap what they've sown. And if that was not always good seeds, that's going to happen. So anyone who's tried to affect this relationship now or in the future will have judgment called upon them. Anyone who tries to cause conflict with this happiness, right, with this marriage, possibly long-term relationship, will have judgment called upon them. This is a divinely protected pair, you know, and if it hasn't come in yet, it's coming, right? We've got that rainbow confirmation at the end of the rainbow. It's coming. And, you know, if there's happiness and passion and all that, that can definitely strike some envy in some, and that will be the case for some. For others, very possibly could be a secret this masculine is keeping here. So Spirit, tell me, what is this concern, this despair for the family room? What is this about? A truth. Yeah. Definitely a truth. So for some, there's a truth that has or is about to come up that, you know, this masculine is very concerned is going to have an effect on this relationship. And they will have judgment called upon them. If they don't come forward with this, this will continue to block the health and the movement forward on this journey. But this is part of their judgment, is to be honest about whatever that may be, you know. It can be a work thing, a finance thing, you know, a third person thing. It's something on the outside, right? It's a third entity that is having say or input or effect on the health and wealth of this connection. And with the 20 there going to 2, I do feel like that's, you know, this is a masculine's concern that this main female will call judgment based on this truth when it comes up. So what is this truth about, Spirit? If you can tell us, what is this truth that the masculine is very concerned about? What is this truth? conflict. Okay, we got the conflict piece of it. 10 of Cups. Again, there it is, the happiness, the wish fulfillment. Okay. What is this truth about? Willing to fight for it. So whatever their concern is, I mean, of them, of whatever this judgment is, this testing affecting the family room, they're willing to fight for it. They're willing to fight for this happiness. They want to fight for this. That's the truth. But what is it about? 2 of Cups. These all just flipped over. 3 of Pentacles, collaborating with a third party. Bittersweet. For some of it's, I mean, now I'm seeing judgment in terms of a couple here. But for some of you, this will be a work issue, a work truth, right? There's the 3 again, but with the 2 of Cups coming up, I really feel like this is the truth about a third party. And maybe this was something that happened before you guys, while you guys, but someone is very concerned that a truth regarding some third party, and it really does feel with that 2 of Cups there, they're either just, it's that concern that you're no longer going to choose them once you find out, 2-2, right? You're going to call judgment on this and no longer want it. Or this, so it could be, you know, money, work, whatever. Or it's going to be some sort of action that took place with another person that is going to make you call judgment on it. Bottom of the deck, heartbreak. Oh, I really feel like this is so trigger warning for you guys. Maybe this has just come up, you know, if this aligns with your intuition, what your intuition's been telling you, then, you know, go with it. But there is a lot of love and passion here. And if this person messed up per se with another individual, they do choose you, they do love you, they want to work with you, they want to fight for this happiness, this 10 of Cups together, and that's their truth. They want to marry you. But this could quite possibly someone who was tested sexually and that, you know, took the bait, took the bite. Took the bite. That'll be some of you. For others, this will be someone who has maybe spent so much time working or, you know, dealing with this other thing that, you know, that's kept this relationship from moving forward in whatever way or stage it is. Because I said I did feel separation at the beginning, emotional or physical separation. Doesn't matter, some separation, but this person wants to be with you. And they've made a choice. You are the choice. And they're going to fight for this. They're going to fight with this for everything they have. That's their truth. They see this with you, this 10 of Cups. You're everything. You're their wish fulfillment. So what? I feel like that's pretty clear. It's just there's some hard feelings, some heartache, some betrayal, some conflict around a third energy, person, place, or thing. And they are very concerned about judgment regarding this. But here's the thing, whatever that truth is, it has to come out in order for the scales, for this to be equal, even. You know, you don't want to start a marriage or fix a marriage, you know, whatever that may be, on a faulty foundation, because those things always come out, and then it's not good in the long run. Let's see if I can get some energy from the twin flame. So, highly protected, highly respected. Got a lot of biblical verses coming through. So, I do feel a lot of love and angelic presence on this. Let's see, I just slid off there. Clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras. Yeah, getting out of that low energy. YouTube provides a lot of really great chakra meditations, guided clearings, energy clearings, frequencies. I actually just did one this morning. It was a nice little hour nap to do so. So some encouragement there, you know, could be some stale energy from the past, you know, an older heartbreak, an older conflict, older behaviors that is concerning this particular individual, that's going to keep this moving forward. But part of that is, you know, clearing that energy so you guys can move forward on a fresh path, because there is so much love here, so much wish fulfillment, and readily available right now at this moment. This is coming in, so if it's not here yet, it is coming. And you know, it's got to start with you being in the right energy frequency. And if it is here, for it to move forward and for it to progress, got to clear chakras. So see how that aligns with the rainbow there? So all the colors of the rainbow. Lots of rainbows coming through. Chimes, confirmation. Creative expression. 5. 2 + 3, that's 5. Change, a lot of change. Shifting, yeah, shifting into a new perspective, that new world at the end of the rainbow, that fully alive life. Transformation, battle of the head and heart. All right, so that makes a lot of sense, you know, especially with the Queen of Cups coming up in reverse. I mean, she's the Queen of Love and the Lovers, all that. So for this transformation, right, which we got with the snake, to fully take place, it's also releasing all of those negative thoughts and energies and heartbreaks of the past and beliefs growing up, so that energy can flow freely through your body. You know, it starts at that root chakra, and see how bright that root chakra is? You know, I definitely got that carnal clearing, I'll say, right, with passion, sex, lovers. And when that energy turns on, that snake, that kundalini energy, that is electric. That activates all of the chakras. And if these are blocked, that energy gets stuck, right? But when that energy can make it all the way up, and especially once it hits the heart chakra, trust me, I've had one experience of spontaneous bliss based on meditations around kundalini energy and pulling that energy up through my body. And when it hit my heart, when I tell you, I was literally buzzing and glowing for days. Like, it was like walking on air. Everything went good for me. People were giving me free things. Just this energy that was radiating out of my heart space. You know, I've tried to get there again a bunch of times. It just so happened I followed a series of meditations that had from a book that I was reading, and by golly, it worked. And also, once you put these two together, it's the Merkaba. You've got the divine feminine, right? That reverse triangle grounding the energy, and then the masculine. When you overlay those two shapes, that's the Merkaba, right? In terms of divine geometry, or a sacred geometry, it's the masculine and feminine together, which creates, right, this electric energy that heals hearts all over the world. But I'm getting a little crazy there, but a little woo-woo. But it's, you know, masculine and feminine energies that do form this creative expression. And the fact of the matter is, whether you're male or female in body, it's, you know, kind of that plug and cord type thing. Like, that's, you need a masculine body and a feminine body to create life. That's just, you know, the science of the matter. But also that when those energies come together, right, whether it's male, male, female, female, it's still a creative energy. It's still a beam of light. Once those come together, that is the powerful light, the gold at the end of the rainbow. Bottom of the deck, trust. trust. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. 448. Unconditional love. Ask, listen, and allow. Your spirits are with you, your spirit guides, your angels, and they're all here trying to help you right now. So you just have to go with this transformation, this rebirth that's happening for you, and trust everything that's happening is happening for your higher good, and for a balanced, beautiful, loving relationship. And I'm gonna leave this right here because this is a beautiful reading, and I hope this helped. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.